Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to talk about one of the, I will say that performance optimization techniques, which is based around row by row processing. So what we'll see in this video is what is row by row processing and how it is impacting performance, whether it is impacting it in a positive manner or in a negative manner. That will be clearly demonstrated as part of this video while I walk you through how it actually works within this platform, right? So to do that, what I've done is I've created two tables, TBL underscore orders and orders version 1. And if you see, they are exactly of similar structure of your tables, which is having millions of records, which is orders coming from your Snowflake share, right? Now, if I just do a count of the shared table, I will be seeing it is around having, you can see around 15 million records over here. Now, what I will do is a very simple statement I'm going to fire, right? This table obviously is not having any records right now. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a, execution of this statement. If you see this statement, it is doing a select star from this particular shared table. And then there are around, if you see how many records, around 10 million records I'm going to insert into this table, but all of them will be inserted at one go. So basically I will do a bulk processing. Okay. And I will see how much time does it take, because I'm trying to insert around 10 million records, and obviously I have used extra small warehouse. So how much time is it going to take? If you see this, right, if you see the stats, the time it took is around 7.2 seconds. So wonderful, right? Extra small size warehouse, 10 million records got inserted in just 7.2 seconds, right? Now what I will do is I will, try to see the query history of the same, thing which got executed. And I am going to use the information schema and this table function, because your account usage query history probably takes a little bit time to capture all the stats. Now, if I, execute this query, I will be seeing, some stats. Okay. And those stats are over here. And the point to note over here is this thing, right? Rows produced and rows inserted and rows returned to result, right? So if you see, everything was done on a bulk, right? Because I have, kind of executed this query. Now I will change my scenario. So I will use another table, okay, which is again the same replica of the orders table. But this time what I'm going to do is I am trying to insert 20 records. How I am telling 20 records? Because I am looping it. Okay. I am using a for loop. I am looping it through an iterator, and against each, iterator, I am trying to insert just one record. Okay. And if I do this, okay, and then what I am ending up doing is, first method I have inserted 10 million. This one I'm going to insert just 20 records. Okay. So ideally I am expecting that if I do this kind of activity, if the first query took around 7 to 8 seconds, this one will be, executed in just milliseconds, isn't it? Right? So let's see how much time does it actually take, right? So what I'm going to do is, folks, I'm trying to insert just 20 records, not 10 million records. You see, it is taking a lot of time. Okay, right? So it has not finished in the earlier. What we did was we did a batch processing of 10 million record. It got executed in just 10 seconds, and this time just to insert 20 records, it took around 9.9 milliseconds, right? Now, if I execute the same statement over here, I will see certain key metrics, right? Okay, and what are those metrics, right? Each time the rows inserted is just one, because it was parsed through the loop. And earlier case, right? What we did was at one go, 10 million record got inserted, right? That is exactly how we classify this kind of scenarios as row by row processing. And if we want to use or using this kind of methodology within our code, it is bound to give us some kind of performance trade-off. And it is always advised when we are using this kind of patterns of the query, we have to avoid these patterns of the query, right? So that it is better optimized, and we ensure that we use the power of bulk processing rather than use row by row processing. So to summarize, you know your row by row processing, if we do, it is going to take a lot of time for that particular set of query to execute, and it's going to impact the performance negatively, right? And how do you know even which set of queries are getting executed via row by row? These are the key metrics which I have just now shown, through which you can identify those queries, not only through your query history, but information schema, your table function is there. Through that also you can identify, right? And obviously there is a column called as your row inserted, rows returned to result, and even rows produced. If you just do some analysis on these columns, then obviously you are going to get those set of queries, and then identify the problematic queries, and you will be able to take necessary actions. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful.